Hello and welcome back to Stop Talking Claw. I'm Claw and I should stop talking, but I'm not going to. So I'll be completely honest, I've recorded 2 of these already and didn't like how either one turned out. So I am giving up on the politics for this week and I'm just going to talk about something very close and dear to my heart, and that is boxed wine. Boxed wine gets such a bad rap, but I want you to learn a little bit about why I love boxed wine. The first reason, it's a very practical reason. The reason I love boxed wine is it doesn't use glass. So one of the big problems with glass is we're running out. We are getting very dangerously close to running out of glass because glass comes from sand. Sand is also used to make concrete. It's also very difficult to make. We also had a little pandemic where people weren't making glass. So we are at a very, very critical glass shortage. KCwindowandglass.com is where I got this article from. But everything uses glass. Cars, alcohol, glasses. It all uses glass, and we're running out. So first thing is, another thing that's kind of weird is that our generation, the millennials, have been drinking so much wine that the glass wine bottle production has gone up super, super high. The other thing is cork. Cork is also running out, but I don't think it's nearly as dire. But that's why now you see a lot of wine bottles with the twist-off caps. Used to mean it was a cheap bottle of wine, but now it's just because it's practical. Champagne can't use twist-offs. It'll explode. That's why they have the pop-off caps. It lets more gases out. So that's a big one for me is, I don't know how much I come across, but I am very environmentally conscious. I try to do my best, try to recycle when I can, all that nice shit. The other thing about boxed wine is you can't taste the difference. So I know that some people can, sommeliers can. People who have been trained in the art of drinking wine can really tell a difference, but normal folks cannot tell a difference between any wine. Not just boxed wine and regular wine, any wine. It all tastes the same to people. And they like to, people like to sniff it and shit, but that's not true. You don't know what you're tasting. You might think you do, but you're really not going to be able to taste the differences or the higher qualities. What you know is, I like this. This tastes good. And boxed wine pretty much taste exactly the same. This is according to Grazie.com. It may shock you to find out for some wines there isn't much different. In fact, the only difference is packaging. Oh, that's another point. So a lot of boxed wine, it all comes from the same wineries. They just blend it differently. There's only let's Google it. How many big wineries are in America? So there's about 3,000 commercial vineyards, but there's only 34, largest wineries in the U.S. is 34. This one says there's 8,300, but there's not that many. A lot of these wines, they don't grow their own, fruits. They buy it and they blend it all together, and then they put it on a bottle. And anybody who's 19 Crimes, who's just using Snoop Dogg to sell their wine, they're not growing the grapes. If you really want a good wine, honestly, go to a vineyard. That is where you get your best wine. It's going to cost you, but that's where you get your best wine because it's handcrafted, made with love, and they throw it out if it's not good. Back to Grazie.com. On top of that, there's also a note about preservation. When a bottle is open, it must be consumed within days, but once a box is open, it can be preserved for weeks. Not a problem for me. I would go through boxed wines like I'm trying to build a clubhouse with the boxes. Meanwhile, you can enjoy boxed wine for quite some time. Other considerations for bottle is transportation and cork issues. Moving glasses can be a nightmare, and spoiled wine due to moldy stopper is never fun. Wine stoppers are crazy to me because they hardly ever work, in my opinion. Also, these are the 7 reasons to love boxed wine. Again, Grazie.com. Thank you for this. And it's cheaper. There's more. It lasts longer. It's easy to use. The spout included in the boxed wine is effortless for every pour. This means that no more stained tablecloths, no more ruined napkins, no more search for a bottle opener. Just Clean, smooth pours. It's easy to transport. Obviously, it has a handle. If you never drank box wine, it has a handle. Double that up. I've heard this. I don't know if this is true, but I've heard that in Australia, they take the bladder out of the box wine and just carry it like a camelback. And to me, that is hero level of revolution. The last one of the 7 is enjoy weeks after opening. I think that sticks with sustainability. Oh yeah, box wine reduces your carbon footprint. There you go. So if you care about the planet and understand that your wine is not going to matter because you're not going to be able to taste it, then yeah, definitely get a box wine. My favorite is Frenzia. Frenzia is the common joke of several female comedians who talk about their moms drinking box wine, but Frenzia's is delicious. Now, this is from Natalie MacLean.com, and she is a wine reviewer and pairing courses. That's not a title. Wine reviews and pairing courses. I read it wrong. That's a slogan. So, what did Natalie give Frenzia, this professional wine taster? What did she give Frenzia out of 100? Well, she gave it an 88, which is almost an A. Natalie, I agree with you. Frenzia is delicious. My favorite is the red blend. I also like the white one that sparkles. It's not a Riesling. It has something that's something like white blend or white bubbly. I like it a lot. But that is my thing on Frenzia. After doing 3 of these, I am tired, and I am going to stop talking now for real. But thank you for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit about box wine. And we'll get back to the political stuff. It wasn't working. I didn't like it. I didn't want to throw it on the internet the way it was going. So I decided box wine. No one can get mad about that except for maybe Big Wine. But fuck them. Anyway, talk to you next time.